welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. Welcome back to the channel. We are waiting on others to join. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh boy. Let us know where you are watching from, okay? What's your problem? Hmm? Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Fazira, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? And where are you watching me from, if you don't mind me asking? Fazira, thank you for being here. And to all of you who are here with me, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all being here. If you could let us know where you're watching from, that would be awesome. Don't know if you know the accent or if you pick up on the accent, but I am a Jamaican. We talk about, we tell stories. That's what this channel is about. It's about telling stories, and not just from a Jamaican perspective, but from wherever you are. You can tell your story, what's happening on your side. And today we are referring, or we're talking about things of past, the things that are already past, and that's in my country, but it doesn't have to be in my country. It can be whoever wants to share what happens in their country, because we're sharing wherever we're from. Yeah. So thank you for those questions. Thank you for the question, 40. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being here and the first to be here. I have a little one here, and she's kind of giving me some trouble. So, as I mentioned earlier, I am a Jamaican, but at the moment I am not in Jamaica. Who is that? Who is that, Mama? Who is that? Is that Daddy? Is that Dada? Go look who that is. Go look at who. Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right, running, straight runnings. Let me um, let me prop this up. Let me prop this up, guys. Behave self, wait. What behave self ago? What behave self ago? Okay, much better. It was very strange indeed. Yes, but here we are, and we have a lot to talk about. So, if you don't mind me asking, what country are you from? I know you're not a Jamaican. At least I don't think you're a Jamaican. Where are you watching me from? You can just say the country that you are. But I am currently in the US. And guys, while you're here, if you don't mind, you can give the stream a like. Let me see. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to do something. I thank each and every one of you who have joined. I do appreciate the love. I do appreciate you all stopping in to chat with me. Now, in Jamaica, there are many things that a lot of persons don't know. And whoever knows something about their country, their culture, and all of those good stuff, things from the past that young people should know and they would like to know. We have stories from the past that a lot of our young people don't know about. And it is as though it has gotten extinct. So that is what we are about today. All right. We would like to know what you know and what we can share. I share the little that I know. Okay, you're from Brazil. Awesome. Okay, okay. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. So I don't know if you saw the thumbnail. Let me show you the thumbnail. Let me try to show you the thumbnail, what it looks like. We have some we have some stuff of long ago that why did I do that? So this is a thumbnail. This is what the thumbnail looks like. Our Jamaican flag, and we have a lamb and iron. Not sure if you saw it clearly, but these are some of the things that was used. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Falzira. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Those are just some of the stuff that we used to use. In time past, we didn't have um well tile floors after a bit coming in, but it was wooden floor. Some in some parts, I believe, wooden floor, and what persons would use to clean those wooden floors would have been brush, hand brush, made from coconut. I don't know how many of you know those coconut brush. That's what we used to call them, coconut brush. From the coconut, when it's dried, they would use a saw to cut it in two. So the whole coconut would be like this. So they would cut it across. All right. Not from the top to the bottom, but they would cut it across. And when it's totally dried, fully dried, that is when they would now use those brush to shine the floor and use cloth, a smooth and nice piece of cloth, like maybe towel material or some soft material to shine it or a mop. Many persons you went down on hands and knees to get these things done. These children now have it really easy these days because they have so many implements that they can use, which is very easy. They use a mop that has a stick. We used to go to the bush and cut sticks and probably tie on something to that stick to hold the cloth, or went down, as I said, on hands and knees to shine that floor. And boy, it was shine. We would say it shine like a dollar piece. You could see your face on the floor while you shine that floor. No, they had a polish called Genie. The Genie floor polish. The Genie floor polish was a wax polish that came in a, should I say, in a sachet, in a plastic wrap. It was wrapped in plastic and sealed. Let me look if I can find any of these that I'm mentioning. I know that they are found. They can be found on the internet, but I'm gonna look for them and show them to you. All right. All right. So it looks something like this. This is what the coconut brush would look like. All right. And this is what we would use to go down on hands and knees to scrub, to shine, to give sheen to that floor. Here are some more pictures. Hopefully you're seeing them. These are the coconut brushes that we used to use long ago. I am not sure if persons are still using them because these days persons have tiles, so they don't have any need to use these things anymore. They have tiles or their houses are carpeted. Let me see if I can find that genie polish that I was referring to. Right, here we go. We have some pictures. We have some images here that we can actually, here they are. Hopefully it is seen clearly. And after a while, and this is an elderly woman sitting. Let me bring this picture up. It's not very clear. But here is a picture of an elderly woman. That's a big woman right there. And she is polishing or shining her floor. That's a picture of a woman getting her floor all shined. Now, let me, this is the Genie floor polish. One was red and the other was like a neutral color. So here they are. One was red, one was like a yellow color, but it's neutral. And that's how persons used to clean their floor. But after a while, we had something called the dye, the floor dye. You had it in different colors. Um, let me look because I'm not finding. You had the floor dye in red. Wow. I am not seeing. I am not seeing. One time this was how the floor would look. This was how our floor, our board floor, our wooden floor would look. All right. Now, after the wooden floor, we would dye our floor red. Here is a picture of a woman who is in the process of shining her floor. And I'm telling you, you have to be very careful on these wooden floors. You had to be very careful. Now, when they use these dye, it would come in something like a paint, whether it is red or it is green. Persons, it's very famous. The red was more famous, but you had the green also and yellow. Those were famous. You had other, I don't know of any other color. I know about the green, the red, and the yellow. Hmm? You go and come back? Mm-hmm. All right. So we're waiting on persons to hop on, hop on over so that they can share. They too can share. Where is this thing? Let me go back. Hey, huh? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Mm, okay. Okay, now that I know All right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you to my silent viewers who are here with me. Thank you so much for joining. Happy to see you here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to those two persons who are here with me. We are talking about things Jamaican. And you can let us know where you are watching from, if you don't mind. All right? And what do you know of your past in your country, wherever you're from? Let us know if you don't mind. All right? We are here to share. Talk to me, guys. Thank you, guys. Christian Long, welcome. Going good. How about you? It's going good for me. If you don't mind, Christian, where are you watching me from? Miss Gay, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Gay. How are you? I was mentioning earlier, Miss Gay, about the coconut brush and all of them nice things. Thank you for subscribing also, Christian. And yesterday, David mentioned something that I totally forgot about, the slip. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called in other countries because I'm sure it has another name. Yeah, started 26 minutes ago. Mm, right, full slip or half slip. Totally forgot about those. Thank you to my silent viewers and my new subscribers. Thank you. Women still wear that? A lot of women these days don't wear it anymore. And some young people don't know what it is. So, hence why I'm here to talk about these things. I would have showed some pictures earlier, Miss Gay. I don't know how to share screen and all of them nice things. I have no idea how to share screen. People, most of the times, it was persons who were going to church. You would say wearing slip. The older folks would probably wear it. And when I say older folks, I'm talking some ladies, probably 70, 80, maybe 60s. Because I don't own a slip. Today, I don't own a slip. None of my children own one. I think one of my daughters owned one when she was younger. I think so. She was wearing something and I had to get her a slip. I don't remember which one of them though. But those things now wear again. Thank you for your input, Miss Gay. I know that you're going on the town. And I don't want to keep up your time. But thank you so much. I was over by Best Fields earlier today. Do you have a goal? I'm not sure I'm following what you're asking. I'm not sure that I know what you're asking, Christian. Oh, you're lying down, but you're going out on the road. All right. You might be wondering, what am I eating? I just responded to a message also, guys. All right, so let me do this. Now that Christian mentioned something about goal, I'm just gonna put up something. I'm not sure what he's talking about as he refers to goal. I'm not in the chat, guys. Just give me a few seconds. Let me put up something. He mentioned something about goal. Oh, okay. I had a feeling. Let me, all right. Let me set that up. I'm not sure if I can set it up here. No, I'll have to go here, I guess, to set it up. Let me try to do something here. Why am I not? Let me remove this. Let me see. Oh, mm-mm. Oh, I found it. Found I found it. Yes, Christian, I know what you're saying. I know what you're now saying. Let me set that up. All right. I think that's it. There we go. There we go, Christian. I think that's what you're referring to. I don't know, but I never normally set it. Your mother used to wear a whole slip. I had one. Miss Gay, I had one, and that's it. I had one whole slip, but I had half slips. And those, I don't know if everybody know. Probably Christian wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but a slip is something that a lady wears. That's what we call it, as a matter of fact. It is something, some of them are like a full dress. You put it on, it has the bra section and it's flowing. And you would wear that under a dress that anyone can see through that dress to see the color underwear that you're wearing. Or you have the half one if you want to hide your bra, because women, some women back then used to love to cover everything. But today, not so, unfortunately. Even now, baby mothers, mm-mm, yeah, yeah. So we have some, we used to, we don't see that thing very prevalent again, but it was something that women generally used to wear. And they had the half one that is like a skirt for the lower part. If you don't want to wear the full body, you can wear the half. That is just showing down here. They are required, but so do they do it though? When I was back in my time, it used to be something that we had to. But after a while, you didn't hear nurses talking about it and telling mothers to take them to the hospital anymore. And can you remember, and talking of baby mothers, there was time past when mothers, when they had baby, young baby, they did not, how should I put this? They didn't wear pants. It looked, people would say it's nasty when you just have a baby. Leaving out of the hospital probably 2 days after, and today, are they staying in the hospital for 2 days? Probably one day. After a day, after they had the baby like yesterday. By this evening, they're out. If there is no complications, no problems. But not sure if it's the same thing today. And when they leave the hospital, you have mothers, they were told, we used to have mother's dress that it was a flowing dress that would give room for the stomach. And as time progressed, as time went on, you had mothers now who would wear pants, but I couldn't wear nothing too close on my belly. If I'm in the yard and I'm wearing a pants or a shorts, it would have to be under the belly, no matter how young it is, even if it's not showing. I used to have to wear my clothes. If it's a skirt, if it's a pants, if it's a shorts, it had to be under my belly. I felt very uncomfortable. And when we are leaving the hospital, you wouldn't see mothers wearing pants to leave the hospital. It's today that we are seeing all of this. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being good. All right? Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, Christian. Appreciate it. So go back to school now and be good. All right? Thank you for coming. Back then, these things were a necessity. You had to. It's not like it's okay, whatever goes. Mm-mm. Thank you. You too. You too, Christian. So, as I was mentioning earlier, I mentioned about the coconut brush. Now, living in the country, you had to sweep up the yard, not rake. You had to sweep up the yard. And we didn't have like a house broom and a yard broom. We had to make brooms for the yard, to sweep up the yard. And it was special weed or special bush or little trees or little plant, whatever you call it, we used to use. We would gather a bundle of it, a bunch of it, and put it together and shed the leaves off it because it doesn't make any sense to have the leaves on it and you're going to sweep. It's going to leave. Hmm. That's right, Miss Gay. I'm eating some grapes. These brooms we used to use to sweep the yard. And these brooms, probably about this long, all depends. And you will get everything basically on one level, same length. We would tie them together, put them in a bundle, tie them together, and persons would either bend, put that bundle together, bend and sweep the yard. If it's a big yard, that is difficult. But you would also go and look, not just the broom, but stick to tie on to the broom. I don't know if people still do that. You have persons in the country who still does that, you know. And if you have a coconut tree, I don't know what it's called, but if you have a coconut tree or your neighbor had a coconut tree, is it the coconut bow? I don't even remember. But the broom, you have something looking like a broom that we would also use to sweep the yard. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. This day, if you're going on the road, darling, get up and go. Probably the sun hot. Here we are. We are back. I am back. Here's the charger. My battery is getting low. Oh, come. My battery is getting low, and I didn't even notice it. Thanks for the time that you've given me. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're back. I don't know that broom, Miss Gabe. That's what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but those broom, you you go into the bush, you cut them, you sweep your yard with it, give your yard a, even if you have gravel, because country people, you know how they would have gravel, stones in the yard, and they would sweep. That goes even into the stones and sweep it. When you use the rake or the fan broom, whatever you call it would also be removing the stones. And they wanted the stone in the yard to prevent the dirt and the when rainfall, you don't want the dirt itself to be there because when you going inside, you have persons who they step up on the step if it's a place that has steps to go in. And the mud is left on the step. Now it leaves a trail because some people. And as I said, back then people used to go down on their knees to shine the floor. It wasn't easy, but it was nice. And you had persons who enjoyed. You couldn't go to their place. You couldn't go to their homes. I want your appearance. Some parents prefer to do all of themselves. No, let me know if you're hearing me. My internet is in and out. Let me know if you're hearing me, guys. Okay, y'all not talking to me today. We have to talk, man, to have a conversation. We have to talk. Let us talk. Let us talk. What do you have to share? What used to happen back then? You know, have not all to share with me. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Man, that cute to look at. The internet keeps going in and out, in and out. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the love. But I alone cannot talk. Nobody to share anything. All right. Okay. Understand, Miss Blake. God is good. God is good to me. How could I let him down? How could I let him down? How could I let him down? He's so good to me. God is good. God is good. God is good. I wanted to have a lovely discussion this evening, but not getting persons to participate doesn't make any sense. Wait. It burning, a little more oil in my lamp.
keep it burning till the break of day.
Welcome, voice out. Welcome. My phone on charge. Voice out me the here. I try hold a vibes, but the vibes now hold me at all. How you doing, darling? How are you? May I try? I'm trying to hold the vibes, but the vibes not there. The vibe ain't vibing. The vibe now vibe. Mister say you're there a long time because me not see nobody more come. Boy, may I tell you, this internet is giving me everything what I now look for. Give me a second. I'm not in the chat. Oh, Lord. The internet is giving me all that I am looking for. The internet keep chipping out from man appear issues. If it's not one thing, it's the other. Quiet. When it rains. Okay, that's all right, sis. You know, I just wish there were more people to interact. Because them young people here, you know, they don't know not all about the past. For them, if you ask them certain, they don't know. They don't have a clue what you're talking about. If you tell all some of them for say the pledge, and then country where they live, a lot of them don't know it. I'm sure me talk facts, positive. If you ask them, what is a dre or donkey cat, them don't know. Them don't know their history. They don't know where we are coming from. It's sad. Very, very sad. If you show them certain things from the past, they don't have a clue what it is. Miss Gay is here. I don't know if she's still here, but she's not feeling well. She was to go on the road, but she couldn't make it. Voice out. You were over Servant David yesterday? I don't remember if you did it. Yeah, she's not feeling very well. She's having a headache. The internet is not internet. Who remember? You remember some Anansi's story? Voice out. Me used to love read them story the to children them. The phone not charging at all. Don't know what else to do. Oh, you were. Are you home now? How your headache? How is your headache? Oh, you were in Mobile. That's yesterday, I guess. How is your headache now? When I get them headache, that they can be crippling. Coming like you don't have no use to your body. People used to use susumba. I think it is susumba leaf to tie the head when they're having a headache. I think it is susumba leaf. I don't remember what and the susumba leaf. And them used to throw insect, fatty leg or scorpion in a bottle with alcohol or rum for pain. I don't know if you and turpentine. Okay, good, good. Happy to hear that. People used to use a turpentine. My sister called it turpentine. But I don't remember what it was used for. I don't remember if I for pain or was it for a cut. Don't remember. This thing keep dropping. The internet keeps dropping. I don't know. It's very windy outside. Chilly and windy outside. So I don't know. Probably it contributes to that. Turpentine still using? People, a lot of persons used to use home remedy whenever they have a belly ache. Home remedy. So because of that, a lot of persons used to get sick, seriously sick, and they never used to go doctor. So probably that's why you have so many illnesses today. Because them people never used to take them headache for nothing. Wow. Turpentine or turpentine. My sister, she and the turpentine, the same thing when we talk about where people put the inside them, the 40 leg, the not caterpillar, 40 leg scorpion, but they said you're not to put them in there when them dead, you have to put them in there while they are alive. So a lot of that my sister used to use. Susumba leaf. No remember what else. Banana leaf. When something juke you under your foot bottom, rusty nail or stuff like that. Them use banana leaf. Banana leaf and what? Me no remember banana leaf and what, and tie it onto your foot to draw out whatever poison. And they busy. Well, everybody know the great busy. When you get food poisoning. Oh, the scorpion in the bottle. Okay. Okay. Me don't even see, when me not see again, even though I hear some of it. I don't know the scientific name for it or the right name for it, but galawas. You know that you know what that is, right? Me not like that. Kerosene oil. Can I tell you? the kerosene oil, the kerosene stove, all of those great things. Why? Me not like how me not know what going on, but that's what me not responding at all. Oh, banana and kerosene oil. Me never remember what it is. Then kerosene oil still there? Still I use? Hi. This thing here give me everything what me now look for today. No, sir. This has stressed me right out. Me used to cook on kerosene stove. I use kerosene stove. Coal stove still in play. Coal stove still in play. But you know, a lot of young people, big people can catch up with coal stove. Them not think about. When you go bush, persons cook and then put the food on cocoa leaf. I didn't even know that you could cook. And now I've seen how that the internet and people, things have gotten so exposed where we use the internet and we see other people lifestyle. I know that you can use not only the banana tree, there are other properties that you can use from the banana tree. When storm come it full, wow, really? Wow. And kerosene and the same, me no know. You know spirit? I mean, not that up. Do you know spirit? Spirit extinct from I was a little girl, because growing up into a teenager, me not hear not people talk about spirit anymore. I think it was purple or mauve, whatever color it was. And it used to burn a pretty light. Yeah, and coal stove still, but young people add gas and the wood fire food tastes much better. The wood fire food, much better. Me no know. But me no like that frame here. I may try get rid of that frame, but boy, it look like no wonder. Me think say something. At least I put it on. Yeah, man. Me can't move the black something there. Can't move the black something there at all. I don't know how to move it. And I don't like it. I wanted to. Me no know. Me not do nothing but it just dead and it now move. Let me see if me can. Watcha. 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 I mean, I like that one day. I mean, I like that one day. I mean, I like that one day. I mean, I like that one day neither. I seem to be getting smaller. Smaller. I seem to be getting smaller and smaller. Let me leave it because you use them in church. What them call the tilly lamp? They call the lamp. You know what they call the tilly lamp? Lantern. They used to have to pump it each time the fire is going down. They have to pump it. I think that was the lantern. And we had chickens, and they used to put it in the chicken coop at nights. I think they had 2 in the chicken coop, and those were the lantern. The tilly lamp, them used to call it. I think it's tinning lamp, where they could make it out of condensed can. I think it can be used, whatever can, those small cans, it can be used, and you put a little wick in there. Homemade. Or, but them people don't know them, there's something there. When you live a country and you're going to the bush, and even when you go look crab hunt used to be another thing. Them a pitney and enjoy life again. Phone. Lie down for the whole day, phone and TV. But then when we used to have to go to people's yard, go sit down and watch TV, I tell you, those were the days. Sometimes it's a bittersweet thing. We never used to go on nobody. We had TV back home. We had TV at our yard. And I was not allowed to go to people's yard in the first place. Not that I never used to. So me used to go. And when me come back, me take me beating. But those days, back in them days there, I can tell you it is something to sit down outside, especially when the moon, we go out and we play ring games. Children. Them are picking at the end. What is, who, no, but I bet you say, if you ask them what is moon pantic, them don't know what name so. Back in the day, country people call it moon pantic. A lot of children don't know that. Young people, you go outside during the day after school, you're coming home from school and you play on the road. Not you play physical games where you make a ball because people poor, you make a ball and that ball is made from box and you stuff it with paper. If you're wicked enough, you stuff it with stone. Oh Lord, I tell your children, and you have a nice ball. And skipping, when I used to go to school, skipping, and what we used to skip with, not rope, we used to have to use whisk from the tree. We tie up the tree, whisk. those days. And you may the projects them where you used to make it is not as tedious as them one here today, where they would tell you to get some bottle caps. I mean they aluminum one, those ones can cut you if you're not careful. What they call it, shake. Me don't remember what it's named. But you put the bottle caps, you pierce a hole in them and run it through a piece of wire and you shake it. Tambourine, I don't remember how we used to make those, but I've seen person make it. Tambourine, you know where them a tell children to make out of paper and one day you go to school and it gone. People, all right, people call suck Kisco pop. I know Kisco, and back then when Kisco used to make, Kisco used to nice. Kisco, the long thing, them, the corner of the bag, if you're not carefully cut your mouth. The corner, them, those were Kisco. Back in the day, Kisco. And suck, you make those are homemade. And you pour them out, whatever you wanted to make, and you pour them out into plastic bags, into poly bags. One dip. And when you one dip, me never hear about that one dip there. Never hear about that one dip something there. But asham. My sister used to make asham. She used corn and peanut and pound them in the mortar and put a little sugar in there. Asham. Jackass corn. Hey, police button. Them then are nice again. Even the jackass corn. They're not as hard as they used to be. There were some crackers similar to tough crackers. Them name Regal. I don't know if you remember that one. But that was what was written on the plastic on the outside of it. Regal. Internet a buffer. I'm glad you're still able to hear. What is the one dip? I'm not sure if I know about the one dip. Or when at the skipping your talk. When we are play skip or jump rope, pepper, and make sure you can jump. Because when I say salt, mustard, vinegar, pepper, hey, worries, trouble. And the one dip, I don't know if that you attack in the skipping, plash, and you go through, and you have to just run through. I couldn't do it because me sure getting a lick. Yeah, man, the skipping, one dip, yeah. Me sure getting a lick. Me couldn't do it. And this other Chinese skip, probably these children here do it. Hopscotch. Them there's something that extinct. Snake and ladder. XO. The game where we used to on paper. Another one that we used to play with on paper. Boy, girl, animal, people place thing. Them you pick there and I know them that's something there. Then should I make them on the phone and the gadget them? Probably. Who knows? And boy, girl, animal. I don't think so. I don't think so. And the socks up now is whatever juice you made and pour them into a bag. And pouring them into the bag, you freeze it. When it's summertime, I tell you that thing you don't have hand to sell it. You don't have hand enough to sell the sock or the Kisco. The Kisco, it's you have to buy those like from company. Look, sock bag juice in jab juice. You don't have people making sock. I used to make it, but just for who in the yard. Summertime, it was a hit. Now, and popsicle and these things. You can make your own popsicle at home, which I agree. But children don't know say those used to sell big time at the school gate, and persons make good living just selling those things. Kisco at the school gate. Now you had something called, we skim over so many things. The lampshade, home sweet home. I don't know if you noticed I don't know if you noticed the thumbnail. Proud of myself. I mean, make that thumbnail there with the lamp, home sweet home. You had the home sweet home lampshade, easy for broke. You have to careful how you wiping it. And people used to clean it, sorry, rather. They used to clean it with newspaper. That's how they used to clean the lampshade. And the lampshade was from Home Sweet Home. Then you have this straight one. The Home Sweet Home wasn't on that one. It was longer and more slender. That one wasn't as easy to break as the Home Sweet Home. And let me tell you something, lampshade used to brought enough. Lampshade used to brought enough. And funny, I never used to hear of houses being burnt down as you hear about houses being burnt down today. I don't know why. And yet still it was candles and where you go around the fireplace. Boy, may I tell you, you used to roast the, I tell you. I don't know if people now used to even roast egg. I don't know. Do persons still not scald, not scramble, poach, poach, and a poach egg? Because I was watching something, a little clip, and I saw it last night. Mm-hmm. You know, so me I go try it. Me I go try it. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Where but you put it into or the whatever, you put it into that into hot water until it forms in the, and then you gently slide it out into water. But back then, the lady who grew me, she used to have something that it definitely was cooked in. She had something called in, not called poach, because that's what she gave her husband, poach egg or poached egg. Mm. So these children are missing out on a lot of these things. The sewing machine also that is on my thumbnail. That is a pedal machine. You use your hand for to lift the needle, and you use your foot for pedal the machine like you pump it. As so people used to that's why people used to be fit back then, you know, because everything was done manually. Who could afford a machine is not the machine where you plug in, is the machine where you use your foot and pump the ways. And you just have more tailor, more stress, or dressmakers. You know, find tailor much these again. You don't find much of these things anymore these days. Everything is much extinct. Let me set up right here, so. My granddaughter, my great granny is not here, so I can't take the chance. I keep everything right here, so right next to me. I need anything, it's right here. me a real old woman. You know, one time you have old people, they have their little, not a center table or not the bedside table, but they always have one little table, one little something somewhere where they put every little thing where they need, where they fit draw for at that time, right there. Boy, I'm telling you, these people missing out. They are missing out big time. Life they have to live. Life they have to live. Young people no know life. They would have said young bud no know storm, which is so true. Young people no know storm. Young bud no know storm for true. Anywho, I think I am going to something give me no problem. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Voice Out, for being here. Thank you, Miss Gay. And my other silent viewers who have been here with. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to look something. I don't know if I want to end the stream here. Probably may end it. One more, not now. And later, do something silent. I wanted to put up something here now, but thank you for your time, guys. I do appreciate your time. So, see you guys. Let me go 1:40. 2 minutes or a minute and a half to go. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you spending your time here with me. All right, guys. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in another video. Bye.